On the News Channel 5 network, this is MorningLine.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us on Morning Line on this Tuesday. Nick Barris here. I'm going to invite you to join in the conversation as always. We're going to be talking about, I guess, holiday giving, but specifically with, I think, one bastion of goodness among many here in the Middle Tennessee area and Nashville, where, you know, folks reach out to help those in need get back on their feet again. An organization that's been here for years. I'm wondering how far back it goes. We were just talking about it before the show. We're talking about the Nashville Union Mission, and you know, the task with which, you know, they help folks, how the demographic has changed for them, what the needs are. In fact, every year, you know, we think about, come Thanksgiving, getting involved in making donations. The truth is, you know, you can help organizations like the Mission year-round. But in fact, tomorrow, I think Tracy Lawrence was out there today frying a bunch of turkeys. They get about 600 of them together, and we'll be feeding many people for Thanksgiving tomorrow and the next day. In fact, and it's the Nashville Rescue Mission, and we'll be out there tomorrow at the Rescue Mission. Me, I think Steve Hayslip and some others helping to serve and set things up, and then others will be there on Thursday, and donations are always welcome. But I want to get into what the mission does and how things have changed at the mission over the years this morning with our guest, Glenn Cranfield. Good morning to you,
Good
sir.
morning. Good morning.
It's nice to have you on, and it's Nashville Rescue Mission. I don't know why I say Nashville Union Mission. Nashville Rescue Mission. I've been going out there for years. How long have you been CEO?
I've been CEO for almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in March.
Where did you come from?
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City, doing the same type of thing with a mission there?
I was indeed. City Rescue Mission, which is a very similar mission there in Oklahoma City. Did that for 10 years, and then was pastoring a church, and my heart was just tugging me to get back into the work, and then the opportunity came in Nashville, and I filled out an application, started the interview process, and then I'm here. So
I'm just curious, when you went through that process, and obviously for you to get this job, you had the qualifications, there were opportunities, there were missions all around the country. What was it about Nashville, besides the wonderful city maybe, but the mission specifically that drew you to it?
Well, it was a little larger than Oklahoma City, but I think what really drew me to Nashville, and I talked about this several times during the interview, is upon taking the tour, and I would walk through the facility, and I would see the people that were being helped and being served. And a lot of times when people think about rescue missions, they think sad, they think, you know, hopelessness, but there was so much joy.
There's energy, too.
There was so much energy, so much joy in the faces and the language. People had eye contact and smiles on their faces, and there was a sense of, I'm being helped here in a really, really good way. Okay. And I wanted to be a part of that.
That's great, and it's been that way as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
So what would you say for our viewers so they understand it? You know, there's a lot of different organizations, Room at the Inn and others that help folks. What is the mission's mission?
The mission's mission really is providing the hope, providing the food that they need, the shelter that they need, but all of that under the umbrella of the spiritual recovery. Okay. Our design and our desire is to give them what they need right now, which is we call hope for today. You're hungry, you know, and you need a place to spend the night, and we want to take care of that. But we also want to focus on tomorrow. So we want to help move you out of homelessness and out of need into productive living. And we do all of that with spiritual counseling, and we have our chapel service every night, and we have biblical counselors and people to help guide them or walk them and deal with the issues of their life which have really caused them to be homelessness.
Sure.
Whether it be drug addiction or alcoholism, whatever it is, just really designed to say, okay, let's tend to this. Let's deal with this, and let's see if we can get some help in this area.
Feed meals every single day of the year?
Every single day, 3 times a day.
3 times a day. So again, that's why, you know, I'm coming out there tomorrow and others, and it's Thanksgiving, and so it gets the publicity. But, you know, every single day you do this, and the need is there. And that's the thing we have to remember about. That's why I don't mind talking about this throughout the year. Sometimes we do shows about the mission and other charitable groups, but every day of the year.
Right. My wife and I and a small group, we actually served dinner time a week or so ago And of course, you're exactly right. It's more than just Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's every single day. And so we were there doing some of the help and the prepping of the meal and the evening meal, and then serving the meal as it came through. And we served, I think, 650 meals just for that one particular meal in the evening time. And it was an incredible amount of work, a hard amount of work in preparing that and serving that. And I told her, I leaned to her and I said, we do this every single day, three times a day.
It's amazing, and part of it is that it's great that you do that. The other part that's kind of sad is that there is that need. It would be nice if you went out of business.
Absolutely.
And what I mean by that is
love that.
Out of business because you no longer have the need.
That would be a dream, and we talk to our staff all the time about let's work today as if we are trying to put ourselves out of business, and I would love that. That would make me so happy to say that we've really tackled the problem of homelessness, we've tackled the problem of poverty, we've tackled the problem of mental health and addictions and all of those things, and now our services are no longer needed. I don't think that's a reality, but we want to approach our job as if we're doing it that way.
We'll get some phone calls and get into more of the details about the specific needs and what's going on during the holidays, but I wanted to ask you this too. It's interesting that the location there, I guess it was your address on Lafayette?
That's correct.
Okay, it's on Lafayette, and it's in, they moved to that location, it was the Sears location there, but what has it been, 4 or 5 years? They had moved there before you came,
They did.
correct?
I think it was like about 2000 or so.
Was it? Yeah, it was quite. I remember when the move was made years ago. But it's interesting. That part of the town, when they moved into it, is the kind of part, if you want to stereotype it, where you'd expect a mission to go.
Right.
A little more run down, perhaps a little more rough.
Right.
You see what's happening around you.
Right.
You see what's right next door, right?
Right, exactly.
And some of these, establishments that have moved in. I'm just wondering your take on the location there. And I mean, there isn't any pressure on you to move. Now, that piece of property now is very valuable.
Absolutely.
But I mean, it is becoming more upscale with some very nice things up around it as well now, right?
That's exactly right. We have great neighbors. The winery has moved in right in the back door area.
Great shows there.
Exactly. And they're doing a great benefit for us tonight.
Is that right?
That's right. After the turkey fry, there's a Charlie Daniels, Tracy Lawrence. Tracy Lawrence is having a concert there.
So he's doing the turkey fry, and then he's getting with Charlie Daniels and doing it. That's great.
And so we really feel the importance of being a good neighbor, and I feel that we are. We have a very good, tight security team, and we've addressed our parking lot and our property, and we want it to look.
It's clean and nice. When we go over there,
right.
You guys keep it. It seems like when these folks come in that have to use the facility, maybe they're really rough when they're getting in there because they've gone through some real tough times. But not long after that, it's almost like they take possession along with everyone else of keeping the place.
They really do.
Clean and organized and operating.
And that's part of their work responsibility.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Absolutely. And so we rely upon them and teach them the value of work, and that work's important. And this is your place that you're staying. You're getting help here. We don't charge you anything, so we want you to give back. And so you can help us in the cleaning. They clean the parking lot. They sweep the parking lot. They do all kinds of things. So it really is a good opportunity for them to help and keep it up looking nice.
What's the capacity there, would you say?
We have about a bed capacity about 550, and so in serious part of the winter time, then we actually have cots that we put down in certain areas in the mission so that we can take care of overflow. And when the weather gets dangerous, then we can actually do some more of that, and then open up even some buildings at the fairground with the city. So the capacity and that's just at the men's center. Then we have a women's center over on Rosa Parks. And so together, we're housing about 850 each night. 850 homeless men and children in Nashville find a good, safe, secure, warm place to spend the night and good food to eat.
On that note, let's take a break.
All right.
And we'll talk about the changing demographic, as you heard him just say. Children, women. There was a time where there was a different look of what you expected. Years ago at the mission, you could almost say that's what we expect. That's changed over time and has the needs. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to him about that, lay out exactly maybe what the needs are. If you have questions or comments about the mission, have you ever been over there? I want to find out how people can volunteer and all of that. Give us a call. You see the number on the screen, 737-7587. Back with more right after this.